Good morning, nieces and nephews. Good morning, guys. It's a beautiful day. It's morning again in America. Guys, since the island reversal happened, it definitely showed a little bit more follow through yesterday. The same way I mentioned to everybody, above 586, you want to stay bullish. I mentioned yesterday, above 592.6, you want to stay bullish. Show a little more follow through. We are at new all-time highs. A lot of people mention this. I'm sure a lot of you guys know about this. A lot of time after election day, the market tends to rally for a little bit, and then eventually it comes back to reality. We calm down, the hype calms down a little bit, and then the market maybe starts to pull back. But like I always say, guys, we can't just assume. We have to look to react. Okay, it's not about trying to predict and try to get it the prediction right. It's about reacting to what the market gives us based on the levels and setups that I, Uncle Charters, am going to give to you. Okay, for free, because I love you guys. You know, not everybody loves me back, but it's okay when you love somebody and you truly give. You just give. You know, because you want to. Anyways, I'm not no saint though. I don't deserve to go to heaven. I do have some new levels to look at. Okay, I do have some new levels to look at. And when I give you guys these levels, guys, these are all based on the daily chart, but I use the 15-minute chart to trade them. Okay, so for example, I mentioned in my spy room yesterday, I wrote no shorts unless 592.5 or 591 fail as support. And I wrote as long as above 592.5, 594, and 596 in play. Once we got the setup, I wrote as of now 594 did clear, put in 596 in play. So you look at the 15-minute chart and you got the where's my 594? My 594 level right there. Boom. Let me change this to red or pink, whatever that is. Boom. You see that? Using the 15-minute chart, we saw the breakout of the 594 level, which, triggered calls. And then you also had the back test right there. FOMC was very slow yesterday. I kind of forgot to talk to you guys about FOMC yesterday, but hey, I mean, not much happened. But the price action, it did its thing with the levels. We cleared 594, hit 590. I had a 595.5 its level. Well, I was targeting 596 yesterday, but it hit that, bounced off my 594 level. So I was targeting 596. So once it back tested 594, it did not break it down, keeping 596 in play. And it hit that level. Once it hit that level, it went as high as about 596.65 and wham, wham, wham type of moment. FOMC didn't give us much. But yeah, that's what I mean when I give you guys a level. I use the 15-minute chart. Tesla was another example. Tesla was very good. Made lots of money on Tesla yesterday. Holy moly, Elon Musk. Like for example, I wrote for more upside, 289 and 291 must clear to put 293 and 295 plus in play. I also gave a bear case scenario. Okay, these aren't predictions, guys. We're just identifying the levels and the scenarios and stuff, and we look to react. And I put for more upside, 289 and 91 cleared. Okay, putting those higher targets in play. You look at it, man. Holy moly, donut shot just broke out. 291 broke out 289. And it smashed those upper targets. This is what I mean when I give you guys the levels. Know the levels, know the setups, and you trade it unbiasedly. I like to use the 15 to 30 minute time frame. You guys do what you feel is best, but that's what I like. I'm just sharing with you guys. I'm not gatekeeping my tactics or tips or anything like that. Okay, but let's get to the daily chart. Okay, I do have some new levels to pay attention to. Now, the way I got these Fibonacci levels, because you guys know I love Fibonacci levels. I got the Fibonacci levels from October 17th high. I started it there, and I brought it down to November 4th's low. And then it gave me these new pivot levels to the upside. Okay? As of right now, I have support. I am going to mess with the levels a little bit to my discretion, to what I like. Okay, you guys do what you feel is best, but I am gonna mess with the levels a little bit to what I feel is best. And the levels that I am watching is 595 and 593. Okay, those are support levels. If it is pullback time, If it is pullback time, we need to see support levels start failing, starting with 595 and 593. If those levels fail, 591 would be the level I am watching. Now, there is a fib level of 590.4, but 591 would be the level I'll be watching, because once again, dark pool levels around that 591 level showing that big money players are showing a lot of interest around that levels. They're buying and selling there. So once again, I will be watching 591, okay? 595, 593, and 591 are support levels. If those levels fail, 589, 587.5, and 586 would all be in play. When do we look to short, guys? We look to short when support levels start failing. Resistant levels start rejecting and support levels start failing. That's when we want to look to short. And when do we look to long? We look to long when resistant levels continue to clear. And I have resistance at 597 and 599. Okay? If we're above 595 and 597 clears, we're likely heading up to 599. That's a big Fibonacci level with 600.4 above, 603 and 604.2. All right, Uncle got some levels in the uncharted territory. This is great. This is great. We got to be prepared. Got to be prepared. Triple Q, I also did the same thing. But this one, I got the fib level from October 29th high down to October 31st low. Okay, you guys can copy me if you want. I have support at 512 and 510. If it's pullback time, 512 and 510 must fail to put 508, 505.5, 504, and 501.3 in the big 500 all back in play. But it must start with the breakdown of 512 and 510. As long as above, 514, 515.2, 517, and 519 would be the upper targets. NVDA, I have my fib level from October 22nd high down to October 31st low. I have support at 147. If it's pullback time, 147 must fail to put 146, 144, and 142 all back in play, with 139.7 below for the gap fill. But it must start with the breakdown of 147. If NVDA wants to continue to defy gravity, then it must clear 149. All right, guys, I'm going to cover dark pool towards the end of the video just to make my life easier. Stay tuned. Tesla continues to go up. Continues to go up. Gave us a beautiful, beautiful move to the upside yesterday. Okay, it was beautiful. Next resistant level I have is at 297.5. That is a Fibonacci extension level. If more upside is the plan, that level must clear to hit the big 300. And if 300 clears, I have nothing until 306 plus. If it is pullback time, then support at 296 and 294 must fail to put 292.5, 291, 289, and 286 all back in play. We must get the breakdowns of support. Behavior must be bearish for us to go short. Otherwise, we clear those resistant levels, this rally could continue. IWM consolidated a little bit. It did pull back. I mean, yesterday's close was lower than Wednesday's close. So it did pull back a tiny bit, but still managed to stay above the 236 fib level, flirting with it right now. If below it, watch the breakdown of the next support level at 234, and that could likely send us back down to 230, maybe even 228.6. But it must start with the breakdown of 236 and 234. If we're above 236, because that's the equilibrium level for today, above 236 is overall bullish. You want to be bull bias if we're above 236. But bullish follow through, we still need to clear resistant levels, starting with 237.5, 239, and 240.8. Those levels clear, more upside is possible. Apple yesterday recaptured the 50 daily moving average, that orange line there. They recaptured the 50 daily moving average. However, am I going to call a bottom? Not quite yet. I'm not comfortable with that just yet. The reason is I had a fib level at 228.4, which also served as a buy zone. As you guys can see, there's the breakdown. Let me get the arrow As you guys see, there's the breakdown, and we're looking like we're just trying to back test that breakdown area. That's the new sell zone. If it rejects and break down the 50 DMA, which is around 227, I would trust that rejection. I would be bearish. This could be one of those good old back test and go situation. And if you don't know what back test and go is, you must not have been watching Uncle Charters' YouTube channel for that long, because that's a phrase I used to use for that a lot of my older viewers would probably remember. Check out my educational section, and I made videos explaining what backtest and go is in details. But anyways, if 228.4 rejects and 227 breaks down, I would be bearish. But if 228.4 recaptures, 230 clears, and so on, that would be a false breakdown setup. A bottom could be in. Amazon continues to rise up. I have fib level from September 24th high down to October 7th low, and some way somehow Amazon made it all the way up to the 200% fib level. When I see something like this, I start to think, man, it's got to be some consolidation around the corner. Not to mention how vertical this move is to the upside. Not very healthy. While it is still overall bullish, I like to see some consolidation. Okay, I don't like the chop phase, but at the end of the day, the chop phase is healthy and it's needed. Okay, so I have a 210.4 level and a 212 resistant level. Okay, 210. We'll round it to 210.5. 210.5 and 212. Those are resistant level. If we are going to consolidate, I'd like to see the support level at 209 and 207 fib level lowest hold. Okay, so as long as we can stay above 207 and we consolidate, that could be a consolidation getting ready to bust a move to the upside. But some chop above 207 above 207 would be healthy. Okay, clearing 210.5 and 212 would trigger the move to the upside. And loss of 207, 209, and 207 should trigger a deeper pullback to the downside, down to 204.7, 203, maybe down to 201 and 199. All right, guys. Meta, wow, just recaptured that 20 daily moving average. It's incredible. Right now, I have support at 589.5 with next resistance at 591 and 593. If those levels clear next, we're going to continue upwards. I big possibility we go back and hit 600. Okay, I can't get short unless 589.5 and the support level at 588 fails. Could send us all the way back down to 580 and 577 is zone. All right, this stock is very volatile. I love it. Microsoft, the bounce continues. I have the next resistant level at 425 and 427. If more upside is the plan, both those levels must clear to put 430, 431.4 or higher in play. Do not look to short unless 423.3 and 422 fail as support to put those lower targets in play down to 420 and 417-ish. Okay, and Doge is consolidating. Look like it's, after a nice bounce to the upside, is consolidating, trying to get ready for the next move to the upside, possibly. If it is, like I said, resistance must clear. 0.197 cents. Need to stay above that. A close above that today would be great. Getting above 0.2045 cents. 0.2045 cents. Hope you guys got that. It's a mouthful. If that can clear, it's very likely we go hit 22 plus cents. And if we can clear 23 cents, the next big target I'd be watching is 25 and 26.4 cents. Okay, I gotta get used to this. All right, let's take a look at the dark pool before we leave. Okay, so dark pool majority activity came in at 591, guys. If we can break down that level, I probably feel a little more comfortable favoring a pullback. Also, we had a good amount of activity coming in around that 595.5 level, which is actually one of my levels now. I updated it. Yeah, it was showing some some activity there. It became a sell area yesterday, and then became a buy area. So there's some activity there, but that's around where the dog pool level is, besides 591. 591 was majority of activity, but it's a good amount of activity coming at 595.5 as well. Look at how they disguise it though. It's amazing how they do that, because this order 1.6 bill, but then this order is 677 billion, and then this order is 470.6 million. Like, that's over 2 bill, almost $3 billion in premium. And you look at 591, it's 2.2 billion in premium. So which level has more activity? 595.5 area, I would say, but because this is all in a lump sum, that's where they look, that's where they report in that's the major activity. But yeah, good to see it all. Good to see it all. See, I share with you guys for free, I love you guys. 505.75 is where majority of the activity came in for QQQ, over $800 million in premium. We also had some activity around 512.46, 513.5, and 514.2, all below $1 billion. And QQQ is an indice. So yeah, I wouldn't say that's too much activity, but we'll see what happens. NVDA 854 million. That's a lot for a stock at 148.88. Amazing. I do have a 149 level for NVDA. 149. That's pretty close to the DARKPOOL level. So more important reason why that area is important. Good pivot area. 296.9 for Tesla, over 800 million in premium. I did have a 297.4, so not right at my level, but I did have a 296 level as well. So that's pretty close. We're right around there, 296.9. Yeah, and then the other one, it's like 290. Yeah, that's not much, 3%. That's nothing. Let's keep it going. IWM 237.2 is where majority of activity came in. In second place, runner-up came in at 236.38. Pretty close to each other. Apple 227.48. I have that critical one at 228.4, so pretty close. That's what I have. Above it could be bullish, below could be a pullback. Amazon 210. That's almost 879 mil. It's almost $1 billion. There's also 210.6, another 210 million there. So lots of activity around that area. Forest stock, that's a lot. Meta 591.7, $299 million in premium, guys. All right, not bad. Microsoft 425.4, over 686 million in premium. And last but not least, Doge. I didn't see nothing for Doge. Let me see something for coin. Get anything for coin? There you go. So got something for coin. Coin deals with crypto. 254.98, over 124.9 million in premium. 254.98. Gotta be something. Beto, they deal with Bitcoin. Nothing. Alright guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope I was able to be of value to you guys. If you guys want more content from me, definitely join the Discord. Be part of the community in the sheep's den. We talk, we trade, talk a little shit, all the good happy stuff. Peace.